Hi. And yeah, I'm covering my face, but like I said, I won't have this thing up for long or something. You know what? I'm just gonna get to the chase. Yeah, don't know if you noticed, but it's just mainly around my chins, but just, yeah, where do I start? So hello everyone, welcome back to another movie review on the channel. So sorry that I was late on making this movie review. I would have done it on Saturday because by the time I got home from watching Spider-Man No Way Home, it was like 11 and like my phone was mainly about to die. And I thought I was going to go into curfew, but it didn't go in. I mean, it did went under curfew, but like hours later or something. But still, I was beat, I was tired, and I was satisfied with Spider-Man No Way Home. But yeah, if you saw my video update that I made last night, I explained what's been going on, and yeah, I'm now making this. What the heck is that? Also, this is the boys' room that they're currently sleeping in. Sorry, this is looking a bit of a mess. This is Dee's bed. The only reason I'm in here making this video is because the two knuckleheads are just chilling on the couch, and I just figured I wouldn't be able to make a video with them two just doing their thing, because I'd be getting interrupted, and right now I'm getting interrupted with whatever the heck that's making that noise. Like, is that an airplane happening or something? Alright, whatever that was is gone, and also they are being very loud back there, but I'm gonna try to do my best just to talk about my thoughts. I didn't even bother taking notes for this. I mean, I literally, well, not literally, I remember some parts about No Way Home. And those would be some of the best parts. But this is a spoiler-free review. I'm just going to be talking about my thoughts. And yeah, it's kind of stupid of me just doing a spoiler-free review. Because, like, the movie is out now. And technically, we all know what went down. Since all of us have mainly seen it. But, yeah, I'm going to be making this. Either I'll upload this today or tomorrow. Which would be Wednesday, since today is Tuesday. But, I will be making my spoiler review around Friday. So, yeah, that'll be exciting. I'm hoping my brother will be able to join along with me for the spoiler review, because I don't know if he's even going to be watching Hawkeye with me, since I'm aware that the finale is tomorrow. And yeah, I gotta upload my, I actually need to edit my reaction for episode 4, so yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, this is going to be my spoiler review for Spider-Man No Way Home. Now, after waiting 2 damn years to see this movie, after the post-credit scenes of Spider-Man Far From Home, let's just say that this is the movie I've been waiting to see my entire life. Because, oh my god, literally it tops everything in my list. Well, it probably, I don't know. I mean, honestly, it's hard for me to rank all MCU projects in my ranking list, because I love all of them. No, any of them do suck. Just, I love all of them. But you'll see you'll see my ranking once I make that video soon. But I'll tell you this, I know why I'm placing Spider-Man No Way Home on my Spider-Man movies ranking list, which I will be making that soon. What are they doing? Anyways, let's get started. So, Spider-Man No Way Home literally takes place directly after Spider-Man Far From Home, with Mysterio revealing the entire world Peter Parker's identity as Spider-Man. And yeah, I've been dying to see how is that gonna play out. And yeah, we get to see how that goes down. And like I said, I won't be telling spoilers. And it's very interesting. It's very interesting. I mean, like, the first beginning part was like, it was going crazy for me, but I was enjoying it. Honestly, I enjoyed every minute of Spider-Man No Way Home. Because here's something you guys should know about, because this is literally what everyone is talking about, and now after seeing it, I can now see what they mean by saying that Spider-Man No Way Home is literally a love letter to basically Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man. Because seriously, Spider-Man No Way Home is not only a love letter to us Spider-Man fans, but also the movies, the live-action movies, but along with Peter Parker as Spider-Man. Like, literally, it's a love letter to Spider-Man. Because not only this is Tom Holland's best Spider-Man movie out of his trilogy, but this is where Tom Holland fully becomes Spider-Man. Like, this movie is just insane. Like, it is incredibly insane. It is as insane as Endgame. I mean, it's basically sort of fan service, similar with Endgame. That could just be me saying that, I don't know, but do I have any negatives for this movie? I'll probably have a few nitpicks. I don't know. I honestly don't know if I got any negatives for this movie. I would either have to rewatch this movie again, which I badly want to go see this again, because, like, even though it's not, like, the hype is kind of down now that we've seen the movie, I badly want to go see this again. Sadly, I can't see it as many times as I can, thanks to my dad. But I'm watching it as many times as I can once I get this damn movie, once it's out on DVD, Blu-ray, whatever it's going to be out on by April 30th, 2022. And I'm maybe try to get a movie reaction out of that for my mom, because she has no idea what's been going on. She hasn't even seen the trailers, and I've been trying to get her trailer reactions to them, but stay tuned, because I'm hoping she does not get spoiled. But if she doesn't, oh, I'm looking forward to see how she reacts with Spider-Man No Way Home. But honestly, I don't think I got any negatives for this movie, but let's talk about the positives I have for this movie. Because I'm probably going to be praising this movie a lot. I don't know, but what about Doctor Strange? I liked how Doctor Strange was in Spider-Man No Way Home, not only to pretty much help Peter Parker erase everyone's basically brainwash the entire universe into forgetting Peter Parker was Spider-Man. But he's basically not like, basically that mentor role that, basically, I don't know if you know this, but I've heard about this from 3C Films when I watched his Spider-Man updates, that the reason Doctor Strange was in this movie was because basically, Sony would have to add one MCU character to a Spider-Man movie, like how they add Tony Stark in Homecoming and then Nick Fury into Far From Home, and now Doctor Strange is Spider-Man No Way Home, but he's not like a mentor or anything, because like, he has a major role in this movie. And it would make sense for him to be in Spider-Man No Way Home, because literally because like the next MCU movie after No Way Home is legitimately Multiverse of Madness, which, funny nickname for this, Doctor Strange Mom, which would, Doctor Strange in the Mom, because Mom stands for Multiverse of Madness. How the heck was it titled that? I meant like in Mom. I was like, no offense, it's a perfect title for an MCU movie. But you're definitely going to be getting hyped for Multiverse of Madness, because like, not only it's the next MCU movie after Spider-Man No Way Home, but Multiverse of Madness will pretty much be taking place after No Way Home, because there's some multiverse stuff going down in this movie. And this shouldn't be a spoiler, because by the second post-credit scenes would be, I guess, post-credit scenes. I guess there's a difference with post-credit scenes, because the first post-credit scene is called a mid-credit scene, and then the second post-credit scene is legitimately the post-credit scene. I don't know, but basically what I'm trying to say is that the second post-credit scene is legitimately a teaser trailer. I don't know where we'll be seeing that. Go online. We're probably going to get, like, a different trailer. There's, like, more of a tease thing. Because, honestly, just seeing the post-credit scenes for Spider-Man No Way Home, the second one, just gave me vibes for Captain America: The First Avenger. Because the post-credit scene for that movie was also a teaser, but for the Avengers. If anyone hasn't stuck around for the post-credit scenes of Captain America: The First Avenger, because, I remember seeing that at home, and I'm like, what the? I recognize these guys! Wait, they're all gonna team up? What the? Actually, that's something I'm gonna be saving for my experience with the MCU, which, by the way, I still need to continue on that series. What the heck have I been doing? But yeah, you're gonna get hyped for Multiverse of Madness, trust me. Now on with the villains. Now, what's fantastic about Spider-Man No Way Home is seeing these Spider-Man villains again from the other Spider-Man movies. Like, who knew we would ever see these guys ever again? And now when you think about it, they basically, since they're in Spider-Man No Way Home, they basically never died from their movies, because they're technically the exact same ones. And I know people have been saying that, no, these gotta be variants, different versions, or MCU versions. I know what people have been saying, but no. These are literally the exact same villains from the movies. And they're technically getting upgraded in this movie. As you can see, Jamie Foxx's Electro isn't blue, but is 1,000% badass. And speaking about Jamie Foxx's Electro, who he technically spoiled himself being in the movie by posting in an Instagram post that is sadly now deleted. I really like seeing him back again as Electro, because like, it's been like 7 years since I've seen TASM 2, and the last time I saw Electro was literally 7 years ago in theaters, but he was blue in that movie. And this one, he's 1,000% badass. But he's also so funny, because there is this one line that, how do I say this? What, so you're gonna pretend I ain't butt-ass naked? That's probably my favorite line he says. Unless it's the other line he said, which I can't give away, because it's kind of a spoiler. It's a reference, but kind of a spoiler at the same time. But it's a reference, which is technically the second reference in the trilogy, if you know what the first reference is, which was in Spider-Man Homecoming. But still, seeing these villains again was just amazing, because like, their interactions with each other, I just can't get over with. Like, there's this one scene where Electro recognizes Dr. Cars, like, because like everyone are just calling Dr. Cars like a big giant dinosaur, whatever, because like he may look like a dinosaur or something, but he's technically a giant overgrown lizard or something. Still, their interactions with each other are one of the best parts about Spider-Man No Way Home. But yeah, since everyone does get an upgrade, since everyone does get an upgrade, technically the lizard is a bit upgraded, because his design is a lot different from the first one. And D had said that he liked his design from Tesla 1 a lot more than this one, but honestly, I thought his design in this one was a lot cooler. Not that I didn't like his design in Tesla 1. I liked his design. I liked his design, but he looked pretty cool in this upgrade design, because like I'm like noticing, oh my god, he looks completely different. I mean, he's the same, but like kind of upgraded, but still, his design is kind of cool. I would say Doc Ock stole the show, but he's probably gonna be second place on stealing the show, because the first one to steal the show as the Spider-Man villain was Green Goblin, because everyone kept saying that like he's terrifying on camera and everything. Like everything that Green Goblin does in this movie is like terrifying. I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait to see what they mean by that. And now after seeing it, yeah, he is terrifying as heck. And a lot stronger, because like the fights he has with Tom Holland Spider-Man are just brutal, but also badass, but brutal. Like, they were not kidding about Spider-Man No Way Home being like not a fun movie. Like, this is what they said. It ain't fun. It's dark, it's sad, and it's brutal. Like, that part, I'll tell you this, actually, they're right about all three, because it does get dark, and there is a very sad moment in there that I tried to cry on command. Like, I badly wanted to cry, but I guess I had to cry on command or something. I don't know. I badly wanted to cry, which I'm a bit disappointed with myself, because it looks like I'm now too tough to cry. But still, it does get dark, and it is sad, and it is brutal, especially the final battle between Green Goblin and Spider-Man. Because like how everyone's been saying about Tom Holland Spider-Man, they're putting him through the ringer. I gotta say, I love Willem Dafoe's performance as the Green Goblin a lot more than his performance in Spider-Man. Like Soup said, Willem Dafoe should be called Willem the Goat, because like he is goated in this movie. But yeah, even though I've said that I'd be disappointed that we were technically close to getting a Sinister Six, we just would have had one more villain. But let me explain something. Before seeing Spider-Man No Way Home, I had kept saying that there would be one thing I'd be disappointed with Spider-Man No Way Home, is that they failed to bring a Sinister Six. But now after seeing Spider-Man No Way Home, I'm now taking that back, because I now don't even care that they couldn't be able to do a Sinister Six, especially if it's a multiversal Sinister Six. Because seeing these villains again, I'm just so glad to see these villains again. I never thought we'd be seeing them again. But there is one disappointment I have with Spider-Man No Way Home, and it's one of the post-credit scenes, which I can't give away what it is, but you all should probably know. You probably already, actually you all probably know what it is, but I'll tell you what it is in my spoiler review. But I'll tell you this, John once was right about one thing about Spider-Man No Way Home, and that is, Spider-Man No Way Home is the end game for all Spider-Man movies, for all live-action Spider-Man movies. Because there's a lot of references from the other Spider-Man movies, and I'm not even capping. And there are lots of surprises that I think everyone that is a Spider-Man fan is going to enjoy and love about Spider-Man No Way Home. Like, not only Spider-Man No Way Home is the best superhero movie and the best Marvel movie, but it is also the best Spider-Man movie ever made. Like, this is a movie that needs to be seen in theaters, like, immediately. If I know most of you guys have probably already seen Spider-Man No Way Home, but those of you that have not, but have possibly been spoiled, I'm sorry, little one. Also, by the way, for those of you that haven't noticed, I kept replying to you guys the same comment, I'm sorry, little one. That's a little reference from Infinity War, where Thanos was just like, I'm sorry, little one, to Gamora. But still, for those of you that have been spoiled No Way Home, about No Way Home, I'm very sorry, because technically I've been spoiled for No Way Home, because like, there's some stuff I didn't recognize. Oh man. I'm probably never gonna get over that I was spoiled for No Way Home, but I'll tell you this, here's a percentage that I have been spoiled for every superhero movie that came out in 2021. So Black Widow, I was spoiled 50%, mainly what gave away was the post-credit scenes, and I kind of figured out, I kind of puzzled it all together, and like, Santa Maria, I know what it is, I know what that is. But what about Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings? Now, I did saw thumbnails and a couple of stuff about Shang-Chi, but honestly, I don't think I was spoiled much about Shang-Chi, so I'll say 0%. What about Venom 2? Oh, 100%. What mainly gave away was Carnage's death and the post-credit scenes of Venom entering the MCU. So yeah, that movie was perfectly ruined for me. And Eternals, 25%. I was good. I mean, what gave away was some details that I'm not gonna speak about in case those of you have not seen it, but still, 25% for Eternals. But what about No Way Home? I'll say 75%. Mainly because it's something. Oh my god, it's something that you're all gonna go nuts about, because, like, seriously, no joke. My theater went nuts. Because Patricia had told me that I could not, that I wasn't allowed to basically do this. Woo! Let's go! For obvious reasons, but since when that cameo had happened in the movie, because there is a cool cameo that has to be one of my favorite cameos in the Marvel movie, but when that cameo, when that person was cameoed in this movie, literally everyone in the audience screamed, jumped out of their seats, like, my theater went nuts, and I'm like, oh my god, because not only I freaked out about it, but everyone freaked out along with me. I made, like, as everyone freaked out, I then joined along, which basically just told me that everyone was not only going to be clapping, but also cheering for what we were going to witness in Spider-Man No Way Home. So yeah, I basically had the best theater experience I've had in years, because after seeing the movie, everyone wanted to take pictures with me, because I was hoping something like that would happen, but legitimately everyone asked for pictures with Spider-Man, since I was wearing a Spider-Man suit, and I agreed. So yeah, that was just the best night I've had. I'm hoping I can have that type of thing again. Sadly, it's of course a once-in-a-lifetime experience, but still, I'm never gonna forget it. But I'm hoping I'll have that type of experience again with another superhero movie. But yeah, not only the best part about this movie was seeing the villains again, but that this is a love letter to Peter Parker as Spider-Man, along with Spider-Man fans and the movie and the live-action movies. But like the cherry on top, I want to reveal what it is, but you all mainly know what it is. But the second cherry on top of all of this was the theater experience, because like that's just something I like to experience when I go to a theater. But it just depends on what the movie is. Like, for example, if I went to see King Richard in theaters, not everyone's gonna like go nuts in the theater, but I'll say they could clap in the end, because I like to do that. Because like when the movie's over, I like to clap in the end, and everyone would join along, because that's what happened with me when I saw Smallfoot in theaters back in 2018. I'm probably gonna forget to mention something, but that should be my spoiler-free thoughts for Spider-Man No Way Home. I will be doing a spoiler review this Friday, hopefully with my brother. I mean, he said he wanted to do one with me, but so yeah. I can't wait to talk some spoilers with you guys, because, like, literally, I need to do a spoiler review, because there's a lot to talk about for Spider-Man No Way Home. But as always, be sure to let me know what your thoughts, comments down below. And as always, I'll see you guys in my spoiler review for Spider-Man No Way Home. Peace out. Also, by the way, so yeah, like I said, my theater went nuts. The audience went nuts, and I do have footage. It's either gonna be January or April. I don't know. I don't want to risk getting a copyright strike, or again, I just don't want to risk it. I just gotta think of something when it'd be the right time. I mean, I uploaded my post-credit scene reaction 2 weeks, after I recorded my reaction. So yeah, I just gotta think when it'd be the right time, but be sure you have notifications on, because, like, y'all are going to enjoy what, like, everyone's gonna, like, not only I went nuts, because, like, honestly, you could hear me just screaming in the background, but, like, in the background, you could hear everyone else just cheer in the theater. So just be sure to have your notifications on. I will have it uploaded, just don't know when. It's either gonna be January or April. It's still, just be sure to give me notifications on that. And pray to God I don't get a copyright strike for that. And my movie vlog. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to do that, because after our spoiler thoughts, you basically can't see our faces, because it's literally dark, and thanks to the car being old, I couldn't even turn on the light, so you couldn't, but still, be sure to have your notifications on. I will be uploading my audience reaction of Spider-Man No Way Home, and my movie vlog. Movie vlog should be coming out this week, don't know when, I gotta end that, but still, anyways, that's all I gotta say. Peace out, for real this time.